Yeah. I feel that. So I was watching this video, on the Reel. Is it the Reel?
I hate it.
The Reel.
The girls?
The
This
Reel,
one?
The Real.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out
don't
to the
hate
Real
it, but
dating.
I hate how much she loves it.
No.
I love it.
Looking nice.
Yeah,
Looking nice.
it's
Looking
good.
nice.
Carlos is just.
Nah, trust. I just
They
watch.
bring about
He's
interesting
for the
stuff.
ladies.
Nah, you know who I like?
No,
I like,
I just watch every talk show, bro.
Tia or Tamara?
Tia.
Tamara.
The one that's on the show?
Yeah.
Tamara.
I like Janine.
Tamara is on the show.
Like,
Janae. Jeannie.
Genie.
apparently she was dating Young Jeezy.
Yeah. Oh, they were seeing each other.
That's
Like,
Jeezy.
Yeah.
Look
They were
at
seeing
Mom.
each
That
other.
is
Okay,
so
I don't wanna
weird.
dis- I don't
Ma
care
with
about this.
the
She was
Alright,
hanging
guys.
out with him and his
Continue.
Yeah, I
friends.
know. Yeah, you talk about what you want to talk about, bro.
Yeah, go.
Go say.
Yeah. Anyways, on the Reel, right? And this actually a topic I've been thinking about for a minute.
All right.
And then it happens that I was watching the Reel, and then next thing you know, the topic came up,
Wow.
and it's this thing talking about independent women,
Oh, yeah.
right? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah,
The video?
the video.
Yeah.
So this guy, do you know who he is? What's his name?
I actually forgot.
James Tucker. I don't
No,
know.
no, no.
All right, we'll go with James Tucker.
That's right.
No, anyway, so this guy on the Reel was saying, he was talking about how women shouldn't be independent in a relationship.
Okay.
It's like,
So-
why do you need us for?
So yeah,
Yeah,
that's exactly what
why
he
do you
said.
need us?
Why do you need us for if you want to be independent? And for me, I feel like some guys want a woman that's not independent.
So
We-
completely
All right.
dependent?
I like this.
Dependent on
I
you.
like
You
this
dig what I'm saying?
conversation,
All
yeah,
right,
because
so-
I have such.
I got
I got
okay,
some
look,
nice reasons why this is that.
For me, I'll start off by saying this, right? I agree with him to an extent, but I don't agree with the reasons.
Okay. What were the reasons, first of all?
First, he was saying that what do you need us for?
Yeah.
They don't need us so they can depend on us. That's not why women need us. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he picked his point, but he just took a complete different turn with
You
it.
were like, yes, it's going somewhere. And then
I
you
was
just
like, I see you. And then the guy was swearing, what do you need us for? I was like, God damn. I was like, damn, bro.
this ain't it,
I
bro.
was like, this ain't it, dog.
Come on,
Angry and everything.
But yeah, but first of all, like, what do you guys think about the whole independence thing, right?
Yeah.
And do you think you can be in a relationship, and do you think the relationship can continue to
That's
develop
interesting.
and reach its full potential if she's independent and you're independent as well in that relationship?
When I look at it, yeah, like, okay, so if you talk about independence, right? Independence is something that, like, when you look at it, most times because of society, when you look at a woman or look at a girl, that's not what you see straight away. You can say that is an independent woman, you know what I mean? But for a guy, you don't add independent before guys generally, yeah?
You assume
Because
that
that's
it's
just
gonna be
assumed. That's just how
capable.
guys are, really, right? Well, I think we're more tailored in terms of like how we've been raised, etc., what we've been taught. So that is what a guy is, yeah. So being
It's required to become.
saying independent guy doesn't make sense. You know what I
It's
mean?
redundant.
Yeah. What's the word? Is it oxymoron or something
No,
like
oxymoron means it contradicts. Redundant means it's useless.
that? 47 literature. My guy. Look, yeah. So when you say independent guy, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? But for girls, like saying independent woman, it's like that was something she learned to become, right? So it's like, because of, I'm just going to be straight up here, like just because of how society paints it and stuff like that, and how we've been conditioned to think, yeah. Like when a woman is now becoming independent, it's like, I'm an independent woman, I don't need no man, yeah. That's generally what's attached to that kind of frame of thinking, yeah. That she's become independent and she's like, I'm about myself right now, you know. I'm thinking about me, I'm doing me. A man is not what I need right now, right? So it's like bringing that into a relationship dynamic. It's like, I
That's
see
true,
about
actually. I've never thought that a guy would say, I'm an independent man.
it doesn't make sense. Yeah. Like, it's like that I'm a guy
And I would like to
and
have
I would
a
like to
woman.
have a woman. You know what I mean? Because independence is something that is like, I am a guy, and independence comes with being a guy kind of thing. But it's painted that women have to go and get independence.
And at the
expense of a man.
getting a man.
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh,
like,
it's so interesting. I never thought about that.
That's
so putting
true, that's
that
true.
into the relationship, it's like, it seems like it doesn't
Now you
make
don't need a
sense.
man.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's exactly what you went to go and get. So I see it from that point of view of what he said there, right? But actually, I'll let you guys say anything before I continue, actually, to be honest. Yeah.
No, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm like, you don't want somebody that's dependent, like in the sense that, like when people are like, I need you Like I just need
Yeah.
to be around you
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the time. I need to have your opinion on everything.
Yeah.
I need like that's not cool.
So when we talk about dependence, are we talking about
Yeah.
like financial?
Oh, yeah, what are we talking
like
about? Like-
everything, or is it just?
We'll go with everything. Then we can begin to break it down.
All right, like
What's acceptable?
I think as a man, you want to feel needed.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
That I think it,
'Cause-
I think you hit it right there.
because it's like, imagine I don't know, you just never asked for an opinion. You never asked for all that kind of stuff. Like it's because you feel like and
It's
debatable, but in my opinion, like you are the leader of the family,
it-
right?
With that,
Yeah.
right? I think that whole frame, right? It's that kind of connotes respect, and that's really what we. I mean, I'll speak for myself.
Yeah.
that's really what I want to feel like. I'm respected enough.
Yeah,
that-
there's a book that's really, really famous called Love and Respect. And it's like basically
Oh, yeah.
women want to be
Dope,
loved,
dope,
men want to be
dope,
respected,
dope.
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's very true because it's like,
Yeah, you talk all you want, but when you boil it down, it's like it
because
really comes down.
I
to
don't
this.
really care that much. And I know for both of you, I've never asked you, but I know it's true. It's like you don't care that much about feeling loved in the sense of like,
who's that? I don't care.
in
no,
the
no,
sense
be
of, like,
real.
it's just like, oh, I need a hug right now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I need you to, hold me, all that kind of stuff. Like you like that, but it's not like this is what's gonna make me feel it. But like girls do,
Yeah.
right? And then on the opposite, it's like what I do need, like if when you're out with people and then your girl just like says something just disrespectful, and it's like
Crossing the
speak
line.
it's like
about-
she doesn't mean like, and you're just like, bam, my head's gonna explode.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
You're
now I
boiling.
feel not loved because you didn't respect me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Uh-huh,
And it's the
Okay.
same kind of thing. It's like I want you to want my opinion because
because
Then
it seems like
you
my
need-
opinion is up there
Yeah.
like that. Like
Yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
Like you respect what I have
yeah,
to say,
yes,
what I
exactly,
think.
yes,
exactly.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
dig that. I dig
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
So
my-
you'd be fine with your female being like completely independent, but it's like,
that doesn't
Hey,
it doesn't
hey.
make sense.
but
though,
what do you
kind of.
think?
but
like
at the
you-
same time, because it's like in my life view kind of thing, it's like you're coming together as one, and like especially
That's
in
the thing,
marriage, right?
right?
Like obviously relationship, you're trying that out and stuff,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like once you're married, it's like you're one. So it's like, how can one be independent of itself?
And the world is trying to make it so much that you can. It's like
There's
you're
a
not,
mold.
You're not giving us. I don't know. I feel like the world is so much trying to push this thing of like the independent together kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
Because
Because you hear whack stuff as well, where it's like
things, bro. And, bro, let me remember
certain
what I said.
celebrities and stuff where you're like, oh,
Bro,
we've had cheating that's worse than physical and like and emotional. Like we've had cheating that's just different opinions. I'm like, what are you talking about? So you mean like you mean like you've cheated physically and you're not as hurt as that by like some little.
I don't
thing.
know
Like,
what's going on, bro. We put it in that white picture with the black font, bro, and post it up on Instagram, and it gets the reposts, bro.
yeah.
whatever sounds nice. It's like
just-
click.
I don't know, but like the legit being independent together. That's what we try to push that so much.
So-
Yeah.
There's individuality, 100%. You're not.
But
My individuality is a different thing, right?
That's what I'm saying. There's individuality, and then there's
that's-
trying to be independent.
and
Like,
trying to be
what do we really want here?
So, because I was thinking, I was like, because I feel like guys, some guys at least, and I don't know, I'll get your opinion in a second. Some guys feel like,
nah,
it's
your
caught on
your wild's going crazy.
oh shit, I'm on-
Yeah, good.
so some guys feel like, well, some guys want a woman that's not independent. So first of all, like, would you guys agree with that?
All right. So I was listening to something. Yeah, I can't remember how long ago it was that this happened. Yeah. And they were saying like girls are raised. Oh, I'm pretty sure it was 90s Baby, innit? Girls are raised to be princesses almost. Actually, real quick, yeah. Can you flip that one a little bit more, like away from the door? Yeah. Girls are raised. Yeah, just move it away from the. Yeah, it's not. You know what I mean? Girls are raised to be like princesses almost, right? And we're raised to be the knights kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, my bad. I meant that one, bro. Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. And we're raised to be the knights. So like,
we need saving.
they said something
Alright.
fire on this. Okay, so they said something like, girls don't necessarily ever stress, damn, I'm not making enough money kind of thing, yeah? In terms of like long run. long run saving. Sure, they do, right? But like, I feel like if you compare the average ultimate stress that is faced in terms of, am I making
Because
enough
there's
for the
this sense of
future?
security that's like, I'm gonna
marry into this kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like the Prince Charming is gonna end up coming.
Whereas for a
I lost
guy,
the
it's
question,
like,
low-key.
even if I'm, marry someone that's doing well now, I know regardless it's gonna be on me.
yeah. Like you still have the sense of like I have to save the day kind of thing. What were
I
you
feel
saying
like that
again?
probably would have been more of the case back in the days, but now like we've come into new times where everyone's like, I want to make sure I'm secure for myself for 10 years time.
That's
You know,
true.
that I
That's
can
true.
be able
We
to
might still be
afford,
slow in
you
that.
know,
Okay.
afford my own home, afford all
I agree
these
with that.
things by
I
myself.
agree.
100%.
It's definitely changing, but I feel like we're still
I
slow
think
in
people
that sense.
say that a lot,
Yeah.
but they don't feel that way.
100%.
Yeah.
I feel like girls still be thinking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Prince is coming.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think this is what it is, right?
Slightly.
Because they're still not gonna pick the guy that doesn't have a car.
Money,
Fair enough. It
And
is the
then
smart
guy that's
move.
gonna ask them for gas money.
It is
and
the
stuff.
smart move though.
I
Like
need
I
my
mean,
gas money. Gas money.
oh my.
Wow, what's that?
I don't ruin
Like,
the podcast.
so-
for
Yeah,
listening
bro.
to
Like
it.
we're going well. We're
Oh,
going.
sorry. No, okay, so anyway, so this is what I was finna say, right?
All right.
So I think I might have figured out why some guys might want someone that's not independent.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Right.
what you're asking.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
So, and this is what I think here: the way that men and females show love, two different ways,
Okay.
right? So females are more on the emotional, more on the supporting, more of the nurturing type, right? Whereas guys are more of the protecting and more of the providing type. That's how we show our love, at least.
Yeah.
We show that's how when we take you guys on the first date, we pay for y'all, right? We pick you up. We don't do it just because that's what we're meant to do. We do it because we are trying to show you
I got
that
this.
I'm capable.
That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that is us showing you that I can love you, and this is how I can show you that I can love you. Does that make sense?
Your voice and this whole segment
deep.
make him. It's just
It's hitting.
it's a movie.
Is it hitting y'all?
Yeah.
You do what I'm saying?
Uh.
And females obviously show their love a little bit more different.
Yeah.
You feel, a female, she's not gonna show her love to you by paying for you on the first day or by picking you up.
That's a flex.
yeah, that's not how they show love. That's how we show love.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So it goes back to the whole independent thing, right? So then it's like, if you want to enter this relationship being independent, you're taking away the element of me showing you that I can love you.
Yeah.
Does
okay.
that make sense?
Ooh.
So
It's flipped the whole
it's
dynamic
flipped.
already. Yeah.
So if you are strongly independent, you got your financial stable, you got this, you got that, you got investment homes, you're good. When you come to this, you're already showing me how you can love me. You do what I'm saying by nurturing, supporting me. But then for me, I'm trying to find ways of how I can show you that I love you.
Yeah.
You right? And that's by providing, protecting, and doing all that. But you already got that for yourself. So as a man, we see that like, damn. Like it's almost like feels like
what
you know,
does,
But
what
why
does
does
someone,
that have to be such a negative thing? Why
But then, no,
does
but
it
that's
have
exactly
to-
why. It's because generally that's how we want to
that's
show you love, and
that's
it's like we're back to the drawing board now because it's already been scrapped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then I was gonna say, so where does someone go to from there if they're in that kind of a position? Where do you go to from now? Like, you know how generally in movies it's like that independent woman is always the one that's struggling to find love, etc., etc. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
the one that they're paying her as like she's,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
she'll
yeah.
beat the dude up, you know what I mean? Or she'll whoop your ass in the sport kind of thing, right? So it's like, yeah, where does someone go to from there? In where does someone go to in that from that like point of view? Like, what do you do? now?
Nah, I feel that because now I think if you're in a situation like that,
Yeah.
you have to take away all the external stuff and you have to work on your connection.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only thing that
That's-
will continue for your relationship to continue to develop. Because now it's like, okay, you know what? You can actually provide for yourself. You actually don't need me. If I go away for 3 months, work or whatever, you're good. You do what I'm
Just
saying?
kind of lit.
Like yeah, which is lit. I like that. So if that was the case or whatever, it's like, okay, cool. Forget about work, money, this. Let's work on us. You do what I'm saying? Let's go
Yeah,
back
yeah.
to the foundation. Let's go back on working on us. Let's go back on strengthening that connection that we first had.
That's yeah.
And
I mean,
I think if you kind of take away the man's power to show you that they can love you, you have to go back to the foundation. You do what I'm saying?
and I feel like it's making that
Yeah.
realization that that's what you have to do is what generally is missed because you're
100%.
continually thinking, damn, because you end up in the position where it's like, okay, I can't do this, man. What do I do? She doesn't need me, and then you just stop there. Like it's hard to now try to rewire to like, okay, but that's tough.
And I feel like, but this is the thing, right? I feel like we kind of have to get used to that. You dig what I'm saying?
It's gonna be a not regular thing, to be honest, coming up more and more.
It honestly might be a regular thing. You dig what I'm saying? Because again, some females are just brought up to be independent. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, how are you gonna be independent for 25 years and then out of nowhere some guy says put down the side?
Yeah.
You can't do that.
When
Yeah,
okay,
because it's unfair.
It's not fair.
yeah.
100%. It's like, you know what? I can't completely. Damn, I was gone.
nah, it's just deep. It's just a deep conversation.
You can't completely put on the side and forget that thing that you had in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you can do, you can still have it there, but at the same time, it's like we are trying to become one though, in a way. You dig what I'm saying? So, and it starts off very small. You say, imagine that in the morning, both of you guys get ready, and then you guys go to work separate ways. Yeah, but then after that, her car breaks down before she even goes to work. Right? Independent woman will be like,
She doesn't need to go.
no. Her car breaks down. She found all the way to work, and her man's going to work. You do what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what? You're going to work. All good. My car break down. I'm gonna call an Uber. I'm gonna get to work myself. It's like it's okay to look at your man's and be like, hey, babe, my car broke down. Drop me off to work.
Not gonna lie,
Stuff
those
like
are the moments that
Those
you
are the-
love, bro.
that-
like
that-
you know what I
you
mean.
love those-
Let me talk to you real quick. You know what I
My man.
mean? Bro, look Like those are the moments. Those are lit moments. Though.
You actually love those moments.
Because again, it comes back to the thing. It's like in your eyes, you respect me that I am someone you can come to.
you can
for
come to
this.
whatever.
Like,
And
that's a motive, bro.
And imagine she's coming back from work, right?
Uh.
And her car broke down. But she was able to get, someone to come fix it.
What do you mean, someone, bro? She busted out the car jack from the boot.
Bro, she came home. He said, baby, how was your day? Yeah, my car broke down, but I'm good now.
Snap it up, zip it up, zip it down, fix it up.
But at the same time, imagine like the car breaks down and she's just like, I
Stranded.
can't do anything.
Yeah. That's the
I
thing.
don't know
that's
what
the
to
thing.
do.
It's a dynamic.
No.
bro. It's
Yeah.
Like, because you're also gonna be like, fam, just fix just change the spare.
If you're not, you should, if they call you every time, it'll be like, oh, this happened.
Nah,
You're like,
it's-
break that, fix it.
That's the thing. It's like we have to realize,
She's like, I'm stranded on the M1. I'll see you in the morning.
So it's weird. So that's what I mean. Like, there's
Yeah.
times where it's like you have to bring it out. Your independent side, bring it out. And sometimes it's like,
with saying that.
it's okay to go and depend on someone. And I think that goes for us as well. It's okay for us
And with that
to
takes
also
time.
depend.
It will take
it-
time for
this-
female. If you've for like many years, you've been trying to build something for yourself. You've been grinding hard, and you get to a point where you're like, I'm stable enough that I don't need a man. And someone comes along and they're like, hey, let me help you. Let me
Hey,
help you
what
with
up?
things. It's gonna be hard for you
What
to
it
try
do,
and be like,
baby?
okay, let me take a step back and let you take control. For me, it kind of feels like a power type
Struggle?
of thing. Not a power struggle, but it's
As
like
in
you're
we-
coming
yeah.
like it's you're wanting something from me, like you're needing something from me. You're needing me to, need you. You're wanting me to need you. That's what I'm trying to say. You're wanting me to like need you, and
need
it's
you, yeah.
hard like that. If someone's independent, they've always
Yeah.
had their own back. They've always been able to do stuff for themselves, and then someone comes along and they're like, put that away. If you need help, call me. Don't do it yourself. Like I'm here.
Nah,
it's not.
Nah,
it's
I agree
not-
with that because I don't like it when it's like you're walking into something. It's like I want you to need me.
Yeah.
Because then I was like in a way it puts whoever is saying that in power. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That could
For
go
sure.
either for male or the female.
Yeah.
That puts them in power. It's like, oh, if I'm gone, what you gonna do?
Yeah. Exactly.
You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, and for
That's
me,
a very arrogant thing. That's something I,
hate
had
that.
to cancel out of myself as well, bro.
bro.
Man's had to rebuke it. The
If
thing
I'm
of
not here, yeah.
the thing of like
if I'm not
after,
here with,
like the mentality of I'm you need me.
Yeah.
It's like but like at the same time it's like you can't feel. It becomes very arrogant and
Yeah.
it's that bro. That's a
Yeah,
very
that's why
negative.
when females do, when females are independent, it's like it's for themselves. It's not really for anything else. It's just like if you leave, I need to
I
know
need
that
to know-
I'm going to be all right.
okay, yeah,
I'm not
100%.
depending
That's
on
very
your
true.
money. I'm not depending on your
Yeah.
love. I'm not depending on your help to fix stuff around the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
I can do it if you leave.
All
you
right,
know,
but this
you can
relationship-
never hold that against me. That type
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's important when you can hold someone against someone.
Yeah.
Like
When you can hold something against someone, it's
Yeah.
terrible, honestly.
100%. And I don't
Also,
think,
I think it makes it in a weird way. It's like it's harder to break up someone when you know they're dependent
Yeah.
on you because
yeah.
you're like, fam, this person's gonna be wrecked.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Definitely.
they don't know how to get a job.
100%. Especially if there's someone that you actually care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And-
sometimes you break up, but you care about.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
break up. It's like you're not breaking up because they depend on you or anything,
Mm.
but you're breaking up because the feeling's not the same anymore. So you're breaking up for a completely different reason, but this is someone that you actually really, really care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.